Saturday. I love the NFL draft. While I was watching it, seeing these young men being selected by their respective teams, realizing that this is a dream come true for them, I sat back and I thought about it, and I was like, power tools are kind of like these teams. And what I mean by that, people buy into a tool brand and then it becomes part of their identity for better or worse. And I assure you, for most of them, it's for the worst. Um, so watching a lot of these guys as they're going across their teams, I doubt very many of them believed that they were going to go to the team that they went to. Maybe Cam Ward, number one, and maybe a few other guys. But most of them, they grew up cheering for one team or another, right? And then as they grew and they went through college and now they're getting drafted, they're going to play for a team that's probably not their hometown team, their favorite teams. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching and I'm like, how many of the dudes that are out there that have their whole personality tied up into a stupid tool brand are now going like, I can't buy another one. I can't get into another one. It's too much. It's that's not me. It's kind of that us against them mentality, that tribalism, for
Right.
lack of a better word, that lots of dudes get into. And for me, favorite tool brand, like your favorite sports team. I don't know what sports are in Iran. And by the way, there was a an event in Iran
Right.
a few days ago. We want to send all of our thoughts and prayers to those people, and hoping that everyone is out of harm's way. They're safe. Hopefully, not very many people got hurt, as unnatural as that sounds.
Right.
But I'm inserting an ad right there, people. Uh, so Flex is like Sanders would fall in the draft. Oh, speaking of Shador Sanders, something funny happened. So somewhere, I can't remember if it was the second or third round. It was second day of the draft. Someone called him and pretended to be a member of a sports team. I can't remember. I think it was they pretended to be part of the Dallas Cowboys, if memory serves, and got the kid all excited. And it was just a rib. Like, there was no NFL team calling. It was the
Dang.
son. It was the son, the 21-year-old son of the Atlanta Falcons defensive coordinator, Jeff Ulbrich, who found Shador Sanders' phone number and decided to prank him with some of his friends on draft night.
That's
And
messed up.
it is messed up. It's truly like, can it be funny? Yes. Is it funny? Kind of. But if you're Shador Sanders and you're hearing that, dude, that's just beyond messed up, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to hear that, Sharush. I really am. So let's just get rid of, not get rid of, that was poor choice of words on my part. Let's say hi. I meant to get this out of the way. The introductions to our regulars, the people that are always here for us, the folks that support us 100% all the time. And that's Trail and Tackle Garage. He's got a channel here on YouTube. Go check him out, as well as Big Josh, Tools with Big Josh. He's here as well. He's also got a channel. Sharush is here, Dan B, John Spitzley, Jamie True, Rod the Bodwidger, John Spitzley. How are you all doing? LFL, I see you. Hilux Driver. Time is a social construct. Time is imaginary. It is just man's interpretation of the events unfolding before him. And Chaim Appel, how are you doing? Or
Except that damn sun. I guess you want to think about you're fighting the daylight constantly.
Yeah. Well, it's just man's understanding of the construct of time. That's it. That's all there is.
Yep.
Time itself is imaginary. It's just something man made up to say, "Hey, I got to do this."
What's up, Kansas?
Oh, Kansas is here to lower both the IQ and the average height of the room. How you doing, Kansas? Hope you're doing well. 1,000 people injured the other day in Iran. That's disturbing, and I do sincerely apologize to them for that. Paul W. So, this is an interactive conversation that we're going to have. I want to hear from you guys. And we're going to have some fun with this. Is your tool brand kind of like your sports team? Do you base part of your identity around the tool brand that you use? I can tell you from my comment section, that's an overwhelming yes. Because me preaching that you should not have just one battery line, that you should have multiple platforms, has been soundly scorned to no end. Festool guys are probably the most obnoxious about it. Snap-on is right there, and I would say of the real power tools, because those two aren't it, but of the real power tools, Makita. Makita is kind of the Dallas Cowboys of the power tool world. Now, what I mean by that, they talk about how good they used to be. Just like Cowboys fans, they talk about their championships from 30 years ago, and that's been that long for the Dallas Cowboys. 30 years ago. And they still talk about how they're relevant today. But if it hasn't happened in your lifetime, it ain't relevant. Right? So just get that out of the way. Makita, they have not truly been a top-notch, top of the echelon power tool line since 2014, 2015. Maybe even a little earlier than that. I can remember falling out of favor with them around 2012.
Yep.
So,
no,
I'm just
before
saying.
that, for me, even 2011, 2010, I already had. Yeah, 2011, 2012, yeah.
I know what you're saying, Big Josh. I don't understand. Festool people, they're kind of like, what would be a good comparison? New York Yankees, right? Again, good, but maybe not the best all the time, but they sure do carry the heaviest price tag in all of sports.
Yeah, well, it's not really your identity, but it says a lot about you on what you pick. You rocking Makita says that you don't know what a good tool is, and it's time to move on. So, it just like your team, how you identify as is kind of your outward, what people think of you too. So,
yeah,
you want your tool to do good. You want your team to do good. It makes sense. I want Klein to do better than what it's doing. Klein's not doing good right now.
The minute they decided to make more of their stuff over in China, the quality of their tools had fallen off quite a bit. Now, that's not saying that China can't produce some decent tools. They do. It's just not the ones they're making for Klein.
I saw their black and silver level that's shaped actually not like this, because this one's not rounded. But they used to make a black and silver level. 2009, 2010, and I forgot all about it because the orange ones came out, and I can't say anything bad about the orange ones, man. The new ones with the flat magnets like this have been pretty solid. But I don't know, man. Just I completely forgot about it. It was just a path down memory lane when I saw it. I was like, "Yo, let me hold on to that for a second,"
I'm right there with you. By the way, you guys got to hit this thumbs up, double tap your screen, because that helps get the push out of the stream to more people. Tony says Makita is the Shador Sanders. People think it is good, but in reality, we know the truth. Trash tools. I'm right there with you, Tony. I don't know if
That's a
Shador is going to be good or not. I believe that he was 74% completions in college, pretty doggone good. Even if he takes 8% off of that to go into the NFL, that's still upper tier of the NFL. 66, 68%. That's pretty doggone good. Budsville is here. What's up, Buds? Bought
what's going on.
the new rigid multi-tool, 2.6 amp hour max output batteries for $229. That's a good deal for you there, Geo. Glad you like it.
Now, Flex Light for $100 is probably the best deal ever for a stand light.
It's a very good deal. And should I end that poll, by the way, while we're here? I'm just gonna go ahead and end it. And results 54% of you said that yes, your power tools are kind of like your sports team, that your identity.
Nice.
So, and I have my sports teams, but I don't like, I guess Rigid's probably the closest I have to being a fan of any tool brand, and I only like it because of the value it provides. I don't even tell people to buy Rigid unless you're in the market. Like, it's a good value, and that's what I go by. I'm a Falcons fan. I don't wake up like, I'm not delusional like Cleveland Browns or Miami Dolphins or whatever. You pick it, the San Francisco 49ers, Dallas Cowboys, where every day they wake up and they're like, we're going to go to the Super Bowl this year. No, I'm not delusional. I know that my team is seriously flawed, has been flawed for as long as I can remember. In fact, I was a fan of them for 30 years before they won 2 seasons back to back. So I was saying, like, I don't like things just because they're the it. Like Milwaukee. If I didn't have a channel, I wouldn't buy Milwaukee because I'm not out in the field anymore. I don't need Milwaukee.
I'm starting to get back on the Milwaukee train now. Was DeWalt? I told you, man, I'm going to follow the battery tech, and also what's the most compact. Electricians don't need a lot of power, so whatever makes the most sense for an electrician is usually what I'm trending with because it just makes the most sense. That's what you're going to want. That little freaking Milwaukee dude is is pretty sweet. I'm liking it. But the DeWalt stuff still has more practicality. Just being lighter. But I'm no longer back to really hating on Milwaukee. I do like that new subcompact a lot.
Well, that's good.
So they're at least going in the right direction, we'll say.
Well, I'm glad they got something that you liked finally.
It took them
for
freaking
a long
enough.
time, you were just Team Yellow.
Oh, dude.
You wouldn't say it, but you were Team Yellow.
Oh, no, I was definitely Team Yellow and Flex for sure.
You got the ryobi finger sander. Very nice, Geo. I'm glad you like it. I'm reading some of the comments. I apologize to you guys. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. When you guys say something that really stands out, that I can actually say live on the air, Big Josh, I will. Just a tip of the cap. Paul W., I've been seeing your comments too. They are very funny. Talking politics in the chat. I'll leave it at that. The new rigid multi-tool, by the way, is awesome. I did a whole video on it the other day. It's been out like 6 months, I want to say, and by far the best multi-tool that I have ever used. Now, it never occurred to me, even when I was out in the field, to have just one brand. Matter of fact, I never worked with anybody that was only in one brand. we always had a mashup. But now that power tools are a little more prevalent than when I was out there. Now it started to come on at the last maybe 5 or 6 years that I was out there. Is I am the bear of rigid. Don't curse me like that, buds. I will ban you from this channel in a second. Never compare me to the bear.
Damn.
Just saying, ban. But when I was out there, we weren't just like blind loyal to a brand. And I think like the most prevalent ones, the most prevalent people for this are probably the Milwaukee guys, because the Milwaukee guys are like, if it ain't red, leave it in the shed. They've got all these little stupid sayings. I'm sure they had their Milwaukee pack out underwear on and all that other garb. I just don't like. I don't get it. Why? Who cares?
Look, I'll say when I majority of people, I would say in the trades, I don't think it's construction for the major demographic. I think it's a lot, but I think there's a lot more handyman. There's a lot more. I would say new like commercial construction where you physically have to like sign in, go to your foreman where you're separate. Like big commercial construction. I think there's a lot more like little individual job sites where you can afford to joke around a little bit more and not be so structured, right? Or no?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Job sites like that where it's too structured, man, you got to stick with one brand.
For the most part, even then, it's not. I mean, like Hilti, because they lease all of their garbage to folks.
Yeah,
Hilti does tend to, like, if you go to a Hilti site, you may only see like maybe a Bosch laser level. Every once in a while, you'll run across a Makita saw, but for the most part, they're pretty much all Hilti. Like, and it makes sense because the company doesn't have to pay nearly the value of the tool up front. Now, over time, it ends up costing them more.
There's a sweet spot in construction with age.
Yes.
And it comes with, I would say, 25 to 35, maybe a little bit older. You start in at about 18 all the way to 25. Your tools, you're not going to have that many. You can't afford it. You're going to buy the smallest little kit. You might get 4 tools. You're going to have 3 batteries tops. And it'll be bounced between those 3 batteries and those 4 tools for about 5 years until you make a name for yourself and you're starting to make a little bit more money. And then you're going to start kind of buying those tools. The demographic of people out there that give a shit on what to buy and the brands and the don't mix this and have one brand and all that, you don't figure that out until it's too late and your body's already giving out on you.
Yeah.
To know that it doesn't matter, that it's okay to have multiple brands and you're better off for it.
I agree with you.
So what you're saying is really important because a lot of people, they just want to stick with the same thing when you could be enjoying life, having the best of what's out there.
I saw somebody up here that said Walmart hyper, and I lost the comment. I meant to reference it before this. It said Walmart hyper tough tools have started to step up, and you can get a 2-year warranty with them or extended 2-year warranty for $20. They haven't. That's the problem. They were garbage before. Now they're a little less smelly, but they're still garbage.
Matches brand's torque to your warranty. Yeah.
Compared to every other brand out there, Hyper Tough is hyper trash. I mean, it's the only thing Hyper Tough has going for them is they're cheap.
I was telling somebody in the comments, or maybe I was telling Preston. I don't know who I was talking to, but dude, this thing here has the equivalent power of the best 10 years ago.
Oh, probably so.
And all those buildings are still standing today. They got built at some point with these tools, with this amount of power. And now every tool, doesn't matter which one you get, has at least this much power. So
Yeah.
they can all do it. Should you be getting the cheapest stuff? No, because you can be that much more efficient, which is what this whole conversation is about. But I get where you're coming from, saying that Walmart and the big brands better watch out. The big brands don't have anything to worry about, because by the time that Walmart catches up with their technology, it'll be 10 years old again.
Jade Stratus thinks it's funny that we're wearing shirts that have words on them.
Oh,
Probably because Jade is barely literate. And talking about tools, thinks that's funny. Well, Jade, so you're saying that you prefer the men you watch to wear things that are more attractive and appealing to you. That makes you go back to your husband, cuddle up with him, maybe be the pitcher tonight instead of the catcher. Whatever you're into, dude.
I just found this shirt. Can you see what my shirt says? You can't read it out loud.
No. I mean, what is this? Yes, I have 2 beautiful daughters. I see that. I also have, Yeah, there you go. I'm with you, dude. I'm with you. Snap. Let's talk about Snap-on real quick. So Big Josh sent me the Snap-on $1,000 drill. I can't get over the fact that it's $1,000. It's retarded.
Yeah, I can't get over that either. That's pretty bad.
But it's
because you could buy two 4-piece sets in Milwaukee for $1,000.
Yeah. Red pills. You can talk about your hyper tough all day, but the difference between you and I actually know what good tools are, and you buy garbage because it's the most like you. So just had to take care of that. I did. By the way, Dan the man is here. He's under teal, makes me squeal. So is Sayer. He's here. The deal with Snap-on, first, if you buy their hand tools and you like them, God bless you. Right. But when it comes to that drill, I can speak to that. I personally have that drill here in house right now. It's the biggest piece of trash I have used since the 40-volt Makita. That's how pathetic it performs. Like, there is absolutely nothing about that drill that is comfortable, that is that blows your mind. The one thing it will do that a lot of the others won't is it'll take a 1.5-inch spade bit and go about 3/4 of the length of the shaft down into a piece of wood before it cuts off. A lot of them in Speed 2, they hit and they're done. But it does carry that, what little bit of power it has, all the way through most of the fastener until friction just catches up to it.
Dang.
Quint, I'm with you. If you want great tools, cheap, buy Bosch. I'm with you.
Yeah. I think I'm going to take this party in the other room.
Sure.
Sorry. By the way, look what came in today.
It's a box. Oh Jesus! It's another person.
I'm waiting to unbox it, dude. I want my first reaction on it because I don't know. We're gonna see.
Mitchell, we're gonna see. 975 if you're looking.
Somebody emailed me and begged me to buy that, and I gotta tell you, I wanted it really, really bad when I first saw it. I was like, "Heck yeah, dude! I'm gonna get that." And then I saw all these videos come out for it, and I don't know. I don't know if it's big enough or if it's small. I just don't know about it. It seems like everybody tries to put way too much stuff in it, so we're going to see what happens. But I'm waiting to do my own thing.
impact driver, circular saw, flashlight too, dude. Bosch makes a decent brand. Bosch is a decent brand. If they work for you and you buy them and you're happy, who cares what everybody else thinks?
Yeah.
What did I say? Oh, well, sorry, he interrupted me.
Yeah.
So I forgot what I was going to say.
My bad.
I'm very happy to announce I went to a different doctor this week, and they put me on a new med for Alzheimer's. Now, normally, what life is like for me is it's kind of like in my head, I can actually feel kind of a fog where I can't think very clearly. It's very difficult for me. I've been on this new medication for just a couple of days. It's a little early to call it, but for the last 2 days, I have not had that at all. I've actually been able to think clearly, speak clearly. I'm quick, like boom, quick. No, I've been on diazepam for years. It's a new medication. It's I don't know the name of it. It starts with an M. That's all I can tell you. But they put it on. They gave it to me. I'm taking a half pill for Quint. Alzheimer's and diet have nothing to do with one another. So anyway, they put me on it a few days ago, and it's just been night and day. It's been absolutely spectacular for me. I can't say that it's a miracle. I can just say that I feel much better after having used it.
It's good.
Thanks, Paul. Thank you, Sharush. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been a struggle because here lately I've had to make less content because I have fewer good days where I'm back up to normal. And thank you for that $10 super chat there, Big Josh. I appreciate that. And I gave it the thumbs up already, so I appreciate
Nice. I think I'll finger it too.
Oh, baby. He's getting fingered by dudes. He's in his glory right now. Start the process shot second. Oh, Jeremy, good luck, man. I'll be praying for you. I hope it works out well. And by the way, while we're speaking of prayers, and I'm not going to get into it because I don't know the situation, we need to lift Josh up into our prayers and say something special for him. I don't know what he's going through. He just said it's meant a lot, and they're working through it. So prayers to you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're out there living your best life right now and continuing going forward. Panther, your wife is always with us. She left us the gift that keeps on giving, herpes. $1.99 super chat from Paul W. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I think Paul just wanted to get fingered. I'll do it.
Mematine. Sayer with the big one. He came out with it, said Mematine. That's exactly what it is. That is exactly what I am on. Thank you for the reminder there,
Nice.
Sayer. Dude, it's been a night and day difference. Apache helicopter, yes, Jeremy. It's been a night and day difference for me the first couple of days, and hopefully going forward. Now they already start. My memory, my Alzheimer's is at more of an advanced stage than a lot of you guys will know. I tend to have more bad days than good now. So we make content only on the good days. That's why you don't see it. I mean, I do shorts every day, but I do like 4 or 5 shorts in a day. I make those all at one time.
Right.
And it's only on days where I feel good. I've also been going to the gym to kind of get in better shape. I've been eating healthier here the last month or so. A lot more chicken, a lot of rice, stuff like that. Trying to get in there. It's all good, Juan. What's up, George Orway? Sorry, didn't see you in there. Appreciate you being there.
Yeah, NAC is good.
Yeah, I'm more at the end of my journey than I am at the beginning. Yes, Mitchell, get the
No,
975 if you're looking for a
your
mid-bell.
liver will be in good shape.
I have liver disease, so my liver is not going to be in good shape. The older I get, the more stuff is going wrong, and uh, it's. I'll be honest with you guys. If we're here in 5 years, it's a miracle. Like not on YouTube, but breathing in and out.
You're gonna have one of those keypads. You're like, "Fuck you."
Oh no, no,
If you're a
no.
Makita guy.
I will be in the grave. I'm hoping that within the next 5 years, I'm looking up at the underside of the grass. I've done so much, and I was kind of talking about my wife and I were just watching a movie about some rowers, and I was like, the part of the movie, you get to that touchy feely part of the movie, and I just looked at her and I'm like, if my son had the same drive as I did at his age, I could have never gotten to do the things that I have done in my life. I got to travel the world. I've gotten to play basketball professionally. I've gotten to build and sell companies over and over again. I've got to be published author. First time I was published, I was 13 years old. I've been published for everything from poetry to things that I wrote for Harvard University. I was a smart man at one time, believe it or not. And now
No.
I know. And now I have built a YouTube channel of 100,000 followers.
There you go.
If my son had the same drive and ethic that I did at his age, there is no limitations as to what he could have achieved and what he could have done. But the fact of the matter is, he's always looked for the easy way out. He's always done things looking to be not an asset. He hasn't ever been an asset to anybody. He's always been that guy that just thought the world was going to come to him if he sat there and waited. And I've always been the guy that went out to take out the world. I took him on. I started the channel as an FU to the den of tools because the dude's a liar. I've talked about tools nonstop for the last 4 years because I love it and I want you guys to not pay more than you have to. Don't pay more for bad tools. Buy the best that you can, but know what the best is. I'm just saying, you've got to do things. When I was building my businesses, my first thought was to the people that I employed. I came last day in and day out. I never thought what was good for me. I always said what's good for them, and it never let me down. Not once did it ever let me down. When I played basketball, we were one heart, one mind, one team. That was the thought. That was the process. When you were on my team, you weren't a hot dog. You weren't a show off. You were a member of the team, and we played like it. And if you didn't, practice was going to be real hard. So when you had that kind of ideology about you, to watch folks day in and day out try to do the shortcut, you just go, why? To have it be your own son, you can't imagine the level of disappointment that you have because you know they weren't raised to take the easy way.
Yeah.
You know that they were raised to go, there's the easy way, there's the right way. You take the easy way, you get nothing. You'll get nothing out of life day in and day out. You take the other way, the right way, you reward all of the people around you. Why couldn't we all do it?
Some people just don't have that drive, man. I don't understand it either.
See it, TNT. I'm just saying. I'm
I
at
see
the
it.
end.
I see it with, I just finished an electrical continuing education.
Hmm.
At the end of that class,
Hey,
talking with other inspectors in other cities, right?
yeah. I'm just starting the air. Keep talking. I can hear you.
When you stack batteries in a garage, precautions must be met.
I would
The
hope so.
instructor, who's basically, I don't even want to say too much about him because you could probably look him up. Um, the instructor, who's pretty much like the godfather of the industry of solar and battery,
Hmm.
is up there. His name's on patents and stuff, right? From 20,
Yeah.
30 years ago and still on. He's saying that he thinks that a parking curb is a suitable barrier for a battery in a residential garage. I would have to agree. Now, believe it or not, there's inspectors out there that want to make it as difficult as possible for whatever reason and say that you need to put an actual bollard up. They continue to laugh about it and say, yeah, but we make them drill it. We don't let them bolt it. And guess what? There's post tensions in those slabs. And they all laughed at the same time. And I'm just like, dude, why don't we enforce concrete barriers around the house then so nobody can run through the brick wall? You see what I'm saying? Like, is someone pulling
Yeah.
up 30 miles an hour into a garage? You know what I mean? Like, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, dude. You can't stop it. So whatever you're trying to prevent and just stop someone from being able to even do what they're trying to do, all you're doing is just hurting the city. You're ruining the revenue stream. That if someone wants to spend the money, let them do it. You've got to bury. At least let them bolt the damn thing to the floor instead of having to drill it. What are
Right.
you trying to achieve there? I don't understand some people's mindsets, dude. Some people just are evil and
Yeah.
and just want to make things more difficult, and some people just don't want to do the hard work and they want the easy way out.
Yeah. There. Look, not everything that's right is hard. As a matter of fact, the more right you do, the easier right gets. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs. Well, at least not the ones that aren't prescribed to me by a doctor. Right? It's easy for me to not do any of those things. Like, I've never been tempted to do any of them. It's the right thing. So doing the right thing is so easy, dude.
Yeah,
It and like I said before, the more right you do, the easier right gets. Just like when you're
yep,
working. When you first start out at work, you're doing a new job, especially in the trades, you're gonna suck. Just word to the wise, you're gonna
true,
be
Chris.
bad at it.
Yeah,
Don't have good mentor. That's true, Chris.
that's very true.
It the longer you go, the better you're gonna get. But to Chris's point, he said the problem is a lot of people don't have good mentors. I don't think that you should be, at least in the trades, you should work on your own for 2 years. I think you have to work under somebody with experience, someone with tenure, someone that does the job right
Yeah,
for 2 years before you should be allowed to work on your own. And 2 years, the last 6 months of which is that person, that individual, overseeing you and holding you to a standard that is at least as high as the standard they set for themselves. On the door to my office when I did insurance, I had a phrase on the door. I didn't have my damn name because if you don't know who I am, you shouldn't be there. I had a phrase, and it was perfection is not the goal, it's the expectation. I played basketball the same way. I played as perfectly as I could. I do this, what we're doing right here, right now, to the best of my ability, my version of perfection. This is what I know. And I can't make it better, or I would make it better. I do think about how to do it better all the time. He and I talk about it all the time.
4 hours a
We
day.
talk about YouTube every single day. He shows me his videos long before you guys get to see them. A lot of times we're on the phone and he just FaceTimes me and he's like, "What do you think of this?" And I'll talk to him about his hook. I'll talk to him about his intro, the way, the tone, the tempo, what works here, what doesn't work. We do that for each other.
Yeah.
Because this is the level of perfection that we are achieving. The folks that don't do it, they're so quick to criticize. Oh, you didn't do this, or you could have maybe, it wasn't even here or there. Whatever, right? I'm just doing this, like, pick up your camera and do it better. I need a rabbit to chase. A man caver for the longest time was the rabbit I chased. And not chase as though there was any animus between the two of us.
Who
Chased
you
as
chasing
in
now?
no one.
I don't know who I'm chasing right now either. And that's actually something good to probably set my sights on.
You just, like, for me, I've grown the channel like, I'm not Torque Test Channel. I'm not fooling myself by any way. Are you seeing video games prior than we do? No. I can't watch any of those things. I am not chasing Scotty Kilmer. No, I am not chasing Scotty Kilmer. I don't fool myself. I am not Torque Test Channel. I don't have his little machines. I don't have his pretty little graphs or any of that. I have no animus toward them, no animosity toward them. I wish them nothing but the best. I hope they do well, and I hope that it's at a level beyond what they expect. That's my sincere hope.
Yeah.
I ain't them. I don't want to be them. Matter of fact, the minute I see one of those machines out in the field that they use, I'll consider it. But until that happens, and I doubt I'm ever going to see one of those machines on a construction site. But, could it happen? Stranger things have happened. I just look at them as a data point.
VCG, yeah, it's really irrelevant. A lot of it anyway.
Yeah.
For the most part. Because there's so many more factors than just torque, especially in my line of work. Torque is the last thing that I need. Once you're over that 1,500 inch-pound, you don't need anything else. Oh. And once you're over 1,000, you're set.
I like that. What my sincere hope is that I inspire other people to, one, get into power tools, and two, prove me wrong. That's what I want. I want those two things. Because if I could be proven wrong, that means that there's more for me to learn.
Oh, my leg. My knee. I don't know what to do.
975 is not a big drill, Mitchell.
Yeah,
it's medium size. It's the medium torque Bosch drill.
There's something on my knee.
The one channel I don't want to be compared to is Tim Johnson at Shop Tool Reviews, because he has never met a free tool he didn't like. Me, if you send me a tool, I am more likely to give it a harsh review than to tell you that I like it. Like, I want you guys to know that I'm going to look at a free tool more critically than I do a paid for tool. And the reason for that, I want to remain as unbiased as possible.
Absolutely. Yeah, that Olight, dude, I rocked that Olight for a month. Every day, all day. And I still rock it every day, all day. It's freaking awesome. And I bought another one. I gave one to my brother when I saw him for Easter. And I bought another one the same day. And I had it the next day. And I still use it every day. My phone number is 945-341-8880. That's on the burner phone. The burner phone I deactivated. I got too sick. I was sick for a month.
You should type that into the chat. What was it? I'll type it in.
945-341-8880.
There you go. There's the number to tactics over there.
So we'll do.
Just remember, I didn't call him Cooch for the first time in a long time. So
I appreciate it.
That's a step in the right direction.
I'm glad you didn't say that. It's nice.
Oh, Caleb, I'm right there with you. Did you guys see what Big Josh had on his channel today? He had a new Dremel driver that looked pretty interesting. It's like, I think they call it a Blue Point or something driver.
Oh, nice.
It looked interesting. It has a built-in stud finder.
Okay.
Yes, I'm just better. It is definitely worth getting into an electric brad and pin nailer. Dematic is old. Reliable, but old.
Brad and pin. Yeah, if you got a stationary shop and you've got air though, Rigid makes a very light, very nice pneumatic.
True.
But the battery stuff, it is a little bit heavier. When I say a little bit heavier, I mean 4 times as heavy as a pneumatic. But it's very freeing to not have to worry about a cord ever. So it's give and take. But if you're in a shop, air's good.
There are some times that you wish you could just highlight people's nonsense on this app and just call them out for it. So we got a fool in here that's like, why are you breathing heavy? And I'm trying to find his name on here. And not that he matters, but he wants to know
because he's got more pounds of mesh wrapped around his body to prevent tumors than what your brain weighs.
Well, I appreciate that. I also have COPD. So again, another end of life thing that I'm going through.
Yeah.
But you know what? A young content is the name of the idiot in question. I'm sorry that I am not your picture of physical perfection that you want, nor do I want to be, because I sincerely don't want men attracted to me. But your mother likes me. There is that, and I still make her do all the work in bed.
And he don't call her back either.
No, she pays me full price though. You're very welcome.
Ever heard of congestion allergies? Yeah.
Yeah. Some guys like this young content, they're just losers in life. They were born a loser. They're going to pass a loser, and every minute of their life is going to be spent as a loser. So they just want other people to be as miserable and pathetic as they are. Sorry, it's not going to happen.
I've got the 18 gauge actually, because you're asking about it. Let me go get a Milwaukee one. We'll weigh it for you. I'll show you how much it weighs, because it weighs a lot. And then I've also got a Rigid, but it's a crown stapler. Holy crap! I almost fell over. It's a crown stapler. And we can weigh the difference of the crown stapler, and then you can make a decision here. Because the battery stuff is slightly heavy.
You guys will appreciate that. We got rid of that troll. Thank you, Juan. I appreciate that. 3 more likes and Juan's going to call you, he says.
Oh, all right. Where's
Do it, Gio. Get it. I'll tell you the three best multi-tools in my opinion. That's
the
what it
freaking scale
is.
go?
In my opinion, the rigid, the 18 volt, the new one, by far the best. The only thing that it's, if you could change the blades faster on it, it'd be perfect. That's one small thing. So there's that. The Bosch. I really like the Bosch.
Lost the scale.
The Starlock that they have. I think that's an amazing one. And then the Festool. And if you've got money for Festool, get Festool. But it's not the best. The Rigid's actually better than the Festool.
I don't know where
Go
the
to
scale
the
went,
Lowe's,
but whatever.
Metabo nailers. Metabo nailers are very good. Their failure rate out of the box is something else, though.
All right, so this is the 18 gauge Milwaukee here.
What are we?
I guess I could just
Juan?
jump. I could just jump on the scale and then just show you the difference in weight, but I'd like to just put it on the little scale here. I gotta grab the rigid too.
Lowe's, George. You got to go into Lowe's. Lowe's doesn't advertise their clearance on their app anymore. And Jonathan, yeah, I find a lot of dudes go into the trades because that's what their parents did. Now,
okay, first off,
my father was a bum.
The rigid has the swivel.
Carlisle.
The swivel,
Yes.
right? So the air intake, the swivel, very nice. Comes with Flex doesn't vibrate too bad, you know. Well, hang on, I'm not around it. Don't call it yet. Don't call it right now.
Hate though. The stream froze. Sorry, I'm just better. I apologize to you for that.
Don't call it right now.
I don't know if Carlisle is Carlisle. You're spelling it wrong, by the way. I don't know if Carlisle is owned by Apex. I know SATA, Gear Wrench, Crescent. Those are owned by Gear Wrench, or owned by Apex. But somebody tell me if Carlisle is as well.
Dude, I can't find the scale. This is a fail.
X Lite is amazing. Tactics used to have it.
I have it still. I rebought it. That's the first thing that I bought as soon as I could. I threw my other one away and I rebought that one.
Oh, Caleb, good luck with that. Think Napa owns. Yeah, I know Napa just came out, or they're just coming out with a whole new line of Carlisle, but the price on the Carlisle tools is going way up.
We'll go with the CP 2.0. It's the lightest battery ever, right?
Yes, Rodney, they do.
Let's go to the scale. Dude, I can't find my little mini scale, so I guess we're going to have to weigh my whole body, and then...
Okay.
Let's just... It was here, but I don't know.
Sorry. JB, I already said I would not recommend Kodak 40 volt. 40 volt outdoor power tool. No.
Hush.
No. All right, Caleb, that's a good plan.
I gotta get the scale.
Oh, hey, there you go, Caleb. Always dump it off on somebody else.
Hang on. I get the scale.
Juan wants to know if you had the phone in hand. I'm still only showing 38 there, Juan.
Okay. Can we jump on this thing?
I really don't know.
Okay, 204.6.
Fatty.
I know. Wait, maybe we'll just register. Let's see. No. Okay. So 204.6 to... Oh, stop that.
Get off it. Wait till it sets to 0. Now set the tool down.
Oh, too late. 207.6. Oh, that makes it easy.
3 pounds. 3 pounds.
3 pounds. That's with the
Channel
smallest
39.
battery.
All right, Jeremy.
And then we got this rigid. Come on.
Well, Caleb, yours is muscle. 215, 63, 60. Way to go, Quint. Good for you.
This says 204.2. Why is it less? That doesn't make any sense.
I know the pneumatic is going to weigh less than the corded or cordless.
Oh, I'm 201. 201.2. Hang on.
Can't you just find your other scale? Do it the normal.
Dude, I looked. I looked. 201.2 is pretty. Okay, that's pretty solid. Let's
Don't you have a
grab
kitchen
this
scale? Don't you have
I
a kitchen
do.
scale?
I don't know where it went. Disappeared on me. Here we go. 204, 204 even. Okay.
Some people
there.
are trying to call you, by the way.
No, they're not.
Height Tactics, he's like 5'11", 5'10", 5'11". He wears
Right at
cowboy
6.
boots to get up to 6 feet tall.
I'm right at 6. That's what the driver's license says.
Carlisle ratchet look like Icon ratchets. I believe you.
I don't have any missed calls.
Nope, we're not. We have not hit 40 yet, so I don't know why people are calling. We haven't hit 40 likes. There's 70 people in here.
208.2.
There's 70 people in here, but okay.
This is not being very consistent, is it?
No.
Oh. I don't know.
I think that if you just first of all just stand on it and then let the light come on and then get off of it.
You son of a.
When it goes to zero, put the tool on it.
No.
Oh, it's not heavy enough. So there
It
you go.
only registers for fat asses. Okay, hang on.
There you go. Yes, Juan, I believe that is the number 945-341-8880.
Yeah. Does anybody see a scale in here?
183, 5'3". Jesus. I'm like 6'4".
Dude, what would you do if you were 5'3"? You would have to. I found it. You would have to go buy a bigger truck, right?
Yeah, I would identify more with VCG than ever before.
Dude, my doorbell's ringing.
About 2 weeks ago.
My doorbell's ringing. Hang on.
Yes, 41 now. Is that your doorbell? 295 is 17. I'm 291 right now. I've lost 8 pounds in the last 2 weeks.
My neighbors rang the doorbell. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear him. He can watch the stream later and figure it out.
All right.
Okay, we got the scale.
Yes, Tony J. That one.
This is 6 pounds, 6.4 ounces.
Okay.
So that's on an outstretched arm. It's not light, and these are tiny nails. Okay. They're a large framer. Hang on.
Yeah. He just.
Oh, that was somebody calling the phone. That was my phone. That was my phone ringing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I figured that out. I didn't set that ringtone. My bad, guys.
So Juan, could you call him again, please?
11 pounds, 5 ounces, dude. That's a heavy nailer. 11 pounds for the framer. Okay.
Yeah, it worked, Juan, but he
it did work. I thought it was my doorbell. Brains. 2 pounds, 15 ounces. So it's way lighter than a battery.
There you go.
Oh, it's in the bathroom.
That's your phone again.
I see it. Yo.
we on live?
You are on live.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus.
first of all, Starlight brand is a very good brand, but as of right now, they're rebranding their tools, so their quality has gone down and the prices henceforth have gone up. So basically, if you buy a Taiwanese brand, you can get away with it. Like Capri, you can get Texan. Not every brand is right from Taiwan from Texan. You can also check about the good ones for ear range. But Tyler brand, the new color scheme, I suggest to look at the tool, take a good look at it, evaluate the price if it makes sense because they have changed the design around and their quality is going down. So that's
Hmm.
my suggestion. My end of the deal is yes, Safi is a beautiful guy. Robert, by highway standards, maybe, but let's say yes. So thank you so much, Chad, for the
Can't hear him.
we got the deal. Thank you.
Okay.
I missed the last part of that.
Well, I'd have to repeat it. He was rambling on. Did he already hang up?
Yes. That's what he meant when he said bye-bye.
Yeah, usually you wait for the other person to say goodbye too.
Maybe you do.
You just say bye and then hang up?
Yes.
Oh.
You should know.
All right. I usually just get out of the car and leave you on hold while I go talk to the contractor. And that's how you don't let anybody steal the car.
Let me answer this for George. George wants to know what should we be buying to stock up with the tariffs losing.
Nothing.
This is gonna sound strange, but there are two things: nails and screws. Wood. So I guess three. Those are it. If we do end up re-sanctioning Canada, lumber prices are going to just explode. If since we are going and have been doing this to China already, well, then the price of your steel, metal and steel, are going to go up. So that means that you need to make sure that you are on top of those single-use items like screws and nails.
What's the last 20 words you said? They didn't catch it. You said you got the deal?
Okay. Okay. I don't know if you guys heard me well. Let me go slow. Someone asked on the chat, and I told the guy that I was gonna talk about the Carlisle, just to make things short and sweet. Carlisle brand is from Napa, and it has the colors from Napa, which is blue and yellow, right? The new brand or the new release from Carlisle color scheme is black and green. What people are noticing is that the ratchets, they have changed the design, hence for going down on quality wise. Plus, yeah, man, yeah, sadly. Plus, asking more for it. Recommendation, like anyone will give, like this is go on par with what you guys do, the Robert. So greetings to all of you, the chat, those, YouTube, tactic. Get the things when they are on special, but since this is happening, there's more brands out there that they get tools from Taiwan or good quality, like Capri tools. I think CRPRI, Capri.
Yeah, Capri.
Texan, yeah. Texan has a place where they are making tools and receiving the tools if they are from outside, meaning Taiwan and maybe some other area in Michigan, if I am not mistaken. Also, gear range on their Pro Tools, we're speaking about hand tools here, they have some things made in Taiwan as well. what all these tools have in common? They are making their design behind the Matco brand. Is what we're seeing also on the new ratchet that Harbor Freight has on the Icon name brand. They new released it. So, suggestion: price around, look what's best for you. If you get Teston or Capri, just you submit an email if your tool fails, and the warranty will be in your mailbox in 3 days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's the good thing. And you can buy on Texan like the socket separately. So if you buy from Nava, Icon, like from Harbor Freight or a store, you have to go to the physical store. Let's say Harbor Freight, and hopefully they have that what you're looking for to warranty on display, so they can warranty it from you by going to the place and taking time off. If you have hugely updated the warranty like Capri and Texas.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about, yeah, exactly. I don't know how they're doing it.
What's up,
right
Apache?
Now,
We're listening. Go ahead.
yeah.
We need a times 3 speed 1 button, but it's okay. What's up?
this one, yeah, it's just that I'm taking time from the line.
Hey, if you ever tried to start a YouTube channel, there's no way, dude. You would get 1/3 watch because everyone would be multiplying that crap times 3. Just saying.
Well, I don't have a YouTube channel per se, actually, so I speak way slower. No.
It's all good, man. I'm just messing with you. Hey, we appreciate the information, though.
Thank you,
Okay,
Juan.
what's the information? If you guys didn't hear me, yeah, Robert looks beautiful. So, by Iowa standards, maybe he may pass a little bit. So,
Hey, he's just
thank
rambling
you, Chad,
now.
for before.
Yeah.
Mark Live. Thank you so much.
All right, we gotta go. We're losing viewers. Bye-bye.
Dang. So we know one thing. Juan's a view killer.
Everybody can wake up now. Everybody wake up.
Jesus. I thought you rambled, but no. Thank God for Juan. Making you look good. Anyway. Yeah.
I appreciate it, Juan, man. Thank you, Juan.
There is a lot of merit to what he said there. So, to go on with kind of the theme of tonight, and to bring it back as we're wrapping things up and we're getting ready to get out of here, I'll ask you guys again. Is your tool brand like your sports team? Can you only choose the one, and then that's what you identify yourself as for the rest of the time? Because to me, if you do that, it doesn't make any sense.
Hey, who are the ones that switch every time someone wins the Super Bowl, and then they go for that team?
Fair weather. They're fair weather fans.
There, that's me with the lightest impact.
I mean, Justin Woodwork. What's up? Or Justin's Woodwork.
What's going on?
Tony identifies as a tree.
And we got a whole helicopter in here somewhere.
Of course, Apache, we're all with you. We're all saying our prayers. We're hoping nothing but the best for you and hope everything turns out. We don't want to get into it. I don't know what's going on, but we're with you, man. That's what I'll say, and that's how I'll leave it. So,
yeah, man. You know I'm like a vault. If there's anything you need, call me.
Well, his head's kind of like an empty vault. Anyway, here's what we're doing. We're going to leave right now because this is it. We're done. $619.95 for a drill that is still brushed.
Dang.
What is that? Oh, the Matco. You're buying off a tool truck. It's stupid to begin with. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave. We're ending the show right here and right now. So here's how we end every show. For all you Makita guys out there, don't forget, blow them like you know them. And for the rest of you, keep the gears spinning and the beavers grinning. We're out of here. Have a good night.
We'll see you
See you
guys.
next Sunday at 7.
See you guys.